Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Gordon Guitar. A beautiful song from Sydney Rose. It's called Thank You for Trying. And yeah, we had her here recently, Sydney. We Hug Now. That was the title of the song just a week ago, sir. So anyway, a great artist. Let's go into her new song here. And as you can see, we're gonna use no cable for this one. It's clean on fretboard, and let's go into the chords we have to handle. So we're going to start with a bar chord. It's the B minor. You have the index finger placed on the second fret. You push down 5 strings there if you count from bottom up, like a bar like this. And then you need to add 4th on D, 4th on G, and 3rd on B. Next chord is the A. And we have open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. We have G next, and for this specific song, we're going to use a certain grip. Okay, so like that. What you're going to do here is to place a finger on the 3rd fret E string, and that finger, I use my mid finger. I lean that on top of the next A string, so that one gets muted. Okay, so it's you cannot hear that one. And then you continue with open D, then 2nd G, and open B. And if you want, you can also incorporate the open E string. But I will try to stay away from that. So I'm playing the bass down to the mid area or something like that. So that's a G chord. Then you have the D/A chord. So that is basically a D variation with this A note added to it. So what you do here is to play 5th fret on E string. I use my ring finger for that, and then my little pinky on the 5th A, then 4th D, open G, and 3rd B, and open E. So that's the D A chord. And then finally you have the E minor. And that goes open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. All right, so there you have all the tools to handle it. Now let's go into the strumming. And yeah, I'm gonna give you one strumming pattern that is used here. And you cannot use that strictly always. I'm gonna show you how you could use this one. But this song is played a lot in like feeling, okay? So it's not a very straightforward song. So I'm gonna give you this strumming pattern which goes down, up, down, up. So if you grab the B minor in the first chord, it will be like this. Okay, so 1 down, short pause, and then up, down, up. So a couple rounds goes. Okay, and yeah, the value of the chords, I mean the length of them would be many times to play one of these strumming patterns, but in the same time you can just play 1 down and have a pause instead. So that is what I mean when it comes to the feeling here in the song. You don't always play 1 string around. You have sometimes just 1 down and a pause in the value of the length as if you would play this strumming pattern, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's go into the intro. And you're gonna play the B minor, 1, then A, 1 down. But you can also have this strumming pattern 1 full. So if you play 1 down on A, then you have the pause as if you would play the strumming pattern 1. Okay, so B minor 1, A, and then comes fast shifting here of chords. You have 1 down on B minor, and then 1 down on A, 1 down on G, and then 1 string around of the D A. That's the first half of this intro. So again, B minor, that's the first half, and then the second half will be to play B minor, 1 down, with pause, then A, 1 string around, then G, 1 down and a pause, and then again G, 1 down and a pause. That's the intro. That is actually exact how the intro is played. But then the next time, because this one is going to come back as an instrumental part, it's not played exactly in this way. Sometimes when we just play one down and a big pause, sometimes now it's played with one full strumming round, okay? So that's what I mean. You have to be flexible here. I'm going to teach you one way, but you can also play in different ways because it's based on feeling. All right, so that is intro play. And as I said, you're going to have to play this later on in the song. But after you play this intro, you're going to come into the verse play. I can just mention first, just before the intro of playing starts, there are some lyrics there. It's just the lyrics, and that I believe is actually the first verse. Then comes this playing we just learned as an intro, and now comes technically the second verse. Okay, so you're gonna play now B minor, one full strumming round, A, one full strumming round, G, one full strumming round, and then the D, A, one full strumming round. That's the first half of it. Then you're gonna play the second half. It's B minor 1, A1, and then G2. So that is one chord progression. You're going to play all that for 2 rounds. So one round goes like this: B, A, G, D, A, B minor, A, G2. Again. That is the second verse. Into the first chorus now, actually. And it starts about 1 minute and 10 seconds in. What you're going to play here is 1 strumming round on B minor, 1 on A. Now comes the E minor, 1 full round plus 1 down. So I'm going to play this to start with. B, A, B minor, plus 1 down. And then you're going to play this note. It's the 2nd fret E string. It's an F sharp note. You just need that one. 1 down on that, kick on it. And then you're going to play G, 1 down on that as well. And the pause. And then comes the B minor 1 strum round and the A 1 strum round. That's it for the chorus. So, like this: B minor, A, E minor, down, F sharp, G, pause, and then B minor, A. That's the end of the chorus. Why? Because now the first instrumental part comes in right after this A part, A chord, and that is the intro we just learned in the beginning of this tutorial. You're gonna play again the B minor, A, then the fast shifting on B, A, G, and the D, A, and then B minor, A, G, G. So that is the instrumental part that comes from this intro part. Okay, so that is the first round, you can say. We actually have technically the third verse now. It's played exactly in the same way as the verse we learned before. And then after that comes the second chorus. It's about 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. What you're going to play now is to play the verse play. Okay, so in the same way as you played the verses before, you're going to play that for 2 rounds. And after that, still in the second chorus, you're going to play 1 round of the first chorus we learned. Okay, so all that will be the second chorus. Verse play times 2, and then the same playing as the first chorus. After that comes this next instrumental part. Again, it's the intro play. You're going to play that again as the instrumental part after the second chorus. Then comes the bridge part. We're now about 2 minutes and 54 seconds in. And what you're going to play now is B minor, 1 string around, A1 string round, and G2 string rounds. You're gonna play it for 8 rounds. So B minor 1, A, G2. Again, B minor 1, A, G2. Okay, play 4 times, you're going to play for 8 times. And after that, the bridge part, we have the outro part left. It happens 3 minutes and 47 seconds in. What you're going to play now is the B minor 2, A2, the G2, then the DA1, and the A1. That is the one chord progression you're going to play for 3 rounds. So B minor 2, A2, G2, then DA, A. Again. And that, my friend, ends Sydney Rowe's song called Thank You for Trying. A beautiful song. And like I said, we have this straight chords, we have the straight strumming as a help, but again, it's played with feel. So you'll learn it like that, and then you can just play it and be flexible in your own way. So good luck with this beautiful song. Hope that helped. Until next time, play tuned.